Justin Simmons. Obviously, you guys know him because he's the leading interception getter against Patrick Mahomes. So every Chief fan should really know who Justin Simmons is all about. Played for Denver for the longest time, then ended up going to Atlanta this past year on a 1-year deal, and he's still a free agent. Just like last year, he was a free agent until during near training camp. Similar situations coming out here. And yesterday, he was on Kay Adams' show, and they talked about the Chiefs having a vacancy, and there seems to be some interest in coming to Kansas City, but there's also this kind of thing he's fighting back, JD. I don't know if it's once a Bronco, always a Bronco, but there's something he's fighting back here when it comes to Kansas City. So here is Justin Simmons talking about coming to Kansas City.
I wonder if Patrick would welcome you to. I mean, the Chiefs lost Justin Reed. They might be in the market for a safety. I know that kind of goes against like the Broncos part of you that still is very real. But like, you want a contender, you want a team that goes to the playoffs. Like, Justin, talk to me.
I know. This is where my heart is torn. Like, speaking truthfully here, my heart is torn because I've always been so publicly against Kansas City, and it's because they're a really good team. It's not like a true hate. I want to beat them. Like, it's just ingrained to me to beat them. And so I think, was it Josh Jacobs a while ago that there was links to him when he was leaving Vegas to go to Kansas City?
Yeah.
And he was like, no, I want to beat them. And then, he's with Green Bay now. I feel the exact same way. And so, am I shutting that door? Am I closing it? No, but like, I want to be the team that beats them.
I just think let's bring in Devin McCourty. Devin McCourty, a 3-time Super Bowl champ, maybe three times. Like, Devin, can you help me? Justin Simmons, we need to get over this. Like, listen, they released you, okay? They got rid of you and sent you to Atlanta. I think if Brett Veach calls, we got to get over this competitive thing. Dev, talk some sense into Justin.
Okay, I'm with you. I love the Justin Simmons to Kansas City. Lose a veteran safety, bring in a veteran safety. He's been picking Mahomes off since he was a young buck in Denver. He could tell Mahomes why and how it's happening. He'll fix that. Like, get you a Super Bowl ring. Why not, man?
Man, you know exactly why. Everyone wanted to beat you when y'all were playing, and y'all still found ways to win. Like I said, man, I'm not closing the door. I'm not that incompetent to think like if Kansas City wanted me to come through, I wouldn't. But I just want to beat them, man. I want to be the team.
Justin, we brought Revis in for 1 year. He was on the Jets. He came, got himself a Super Bowl, and then went back to the Jets. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, man.
Sometimes you do. I'll have to get Revis's contact info and ask him how that whole process worked out.
So, JD, obviously, a lot of fun there talking about it. We talked about the safety room, and I know the veteran guys like that, right? They're waiting. The kind of the portion for them to sign would have been months ago, or at least a month and a half ago. But now the draft's coming. Now he's going to see which teams didn't draft a safety that need one. Would you be surprised if let's say we don't draft a safety, would that be a guy we would go for? And also, too, what were your thoughts about him being kind of the not wanting to play for Kansas City?
I think it's his competitive nature in him. I don't look into it more than that, right? Sometimes you got to go for new beginnings. And so somebody had said in there earlier, said, man, if you can't beat them, join them, right? And I know he's just taking the brunt of all the losses on his back. So come on over here, join a little bit of winning. I think right now, he is 31 years old. When I looked at, his grading, he graded at 59.9. So not the best of it, but he's a player. He's a baller. We know he's a good safety. I think now is kind of, he's trying to get one of those paydays too. He kind of wants his ice cream and eat it too, right? He wants to be at a good place, but he wants to get paid while he's doing it. So, the Chiefs, man, how they roll. Them jokers, boy, it's going to be tight is what they're going to be. And it ain't going to be no different. Ain't going to be no different. So if they could get him on a good deal, I'm sure they would probably maybe try to pursue him. Possibly, I don't know. Bringing Mike Edwards back maybe there's like, hey man, maybe this is the way we're just going to go ahead and go and roll. Like you said, if you don't get a young safety, they could explore him. So the thing is, he's not, and he was saying this, that he'd like to do it before somebody's training camp. That's all that would be. So I think, that's the issue. He don't need to go to anybody's mini camps. He don't want to do any of those things. He wants to sign it before training camp, find the right fit where he wants to be able to go. And I think he's hoping somebody would, want his services by that time. Right. So, but no, I don't fault him with having some type of, competition with the Chiefs. That's where he's been most of his life, going against us. So, like you said, it's just ingrained into him. So,
yeah, he did make mention of like he wants to play for a contender. So they mentioned Buffalo, Philadelphia. But yeah, I mean, it's just one thing, when you play for the Broncos for as long and you were always on the receiving end of losses against the Chiefs, you're going to have that kind of a little bit of that hate in your heart. But again, at the end of the day, he's a free agent and he wants to get signed by a team. The Chiefs do come knocking. He's not going to slam the door in their face because he was a Denver Bronco 3 years ago.
Yeah, no. And those teams, like you said, need safeties. Those guys need safeties. So Philly and the Bills. So, but if it's the right fit, man, I mean, he'll take it. So, old Bronco, old donkey.
Yeah, I did love what McCourty had to say though. Being able to have the guy who's had a million interceptions against Patrick Mahomes, one of the guys who's only done it at the rate he's done it at. But like being able to Mahomes be able to talk to him about how are you doing this? I mean, why are you so good at doing this to me? And then also the other end too, we talked about how Darrelle Revis came from the Jets to the Patriots on that 1 year. I mean, he could do the same thing, right? Another 1 year deal. But yeah, I thought it was funny what he had to say about that.
Yeah, funny how Casey lives rent free in another player's head. I mean, shoot, if you've been getting your back beat in most of your career by the same old team, they're gonna live rent free in your head too. Probably wake up in cold sweats. Oh, pat again, touchdown, right? So,
yeah, just constant on loop.
Always, yeah. Can't stand those guys. They wake up like I can't stand them. Wife's like, what's wrong? Like it's the Chiefs again. Keep having the same dream. Keep killing me. Keep running us over. Keep scoring touchdowns on us. So, man. Hey, look, we love to have it. We love to have it. But Veach and those guys going to be looking for a nice little, somebody said, ring discount. Without a doubt. Like, hey, man, look, this is what you're going to have to, this is what you want. Okay? You want a ring. Give you a little bit more prestige there to your name and what you can do. You can win your one before you hang it up fully. So, I don't know, man. We just had to see. So,
yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people saying we have a lot of safeties on the roster already.
You do. That don't mean nothing.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, I agree. I 100% agree because, I mean, we're still talking about possibly drafting one, right? So that means we have 8 safeties on the roster. And if we don't do that, then, I mean, because, I mean, who are safeties on the roster just offhand? So Hicks, Cook, Edwards, Deion Bush, Connor.
Mm-hmm.
That's 5. If we're counting Nazi at 6. Gosh, who am I missing? So it'd be 6 safeties on the roster then. So I mean, like, yeah, sure, it's a lot, but a lot of those guys are versatile dudes. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that kind of I don't think that takes us off potentially going to get him. And again, if you listen to his words closely, he says, I'm not gonna be petty and not say no to the Veach if they do come calling. So yeah. Mike Brand, tell him, JD, don't mean shit. Training camp, baby.
Training camp. That's it. That's where men are made at. That's how it works. If you can make it past training camp, make it 53, that's what matters. You can have 120 guys on the squad. Many camps, all that. You're gonna have a whole lot of bodies. There's gonna be a whole lot of guys around. When training camp comes rolling around, when you start cutting down on jokers, you'll start seeing like, man, where everybody go? Grim Reaper comes in. So can come, hey man. We need you to playbook. Come on in. Coach need to talk to you. So
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, because I mean, again, half these guys probably that we've signed, because there's been a lot of signs that we haven't even talked about.
Yeah,
but those, I mean, we know those probably guys maybe aren't going to make the team. I mean, they could, but like, there's a lot of guys that they're adding a lot of dudes right now, and at the end of the season, you have a lot of futures deals. Those guys may not make the team. Those guys are maybe practice squad guys. So I mean, just it is what it is.
Yeah, man. Yeah. LRZ was the guy we had here. Didn't quite make it if Newt is still on here. Newt. Where you at?
The LRZ thing, man. That was a fun run we had with LRZ in the offseason.
Man. I was rooting for the guy. I was rooting for him. He didn't want to be here. He wanted to be somewhere else. So
the LRZ thing was so funny. To everybody in the chat. We had, because we kind of talked about LRZ. We made like a point to kind of talk about any episode, just throw him in there. But like when we cut him, there was probably like 100 to 200 people like unsubscribed from our channels. That means we had like 200 people from Wales just unsubscribed from us as soon as he didn't make the team. I just come on, I'm like, holy crap, it's a mass exodus of people just gone. I had a bunch of comments say, hey, thanks for the offseason videos, but he's not on the team anymore. I'm gonna go follow Jacksonville episodes. Hopefully they have a channel like yours. Okay.
Man, he would have been the best, but he was at the best place. Newt, all he had to say was yes. Yes. That's all he had to say, Newt. He wanted enough. So
and somebody on the chat won an LRZ jersey from one of our giveaways. So that's going to be a great trivia question in the future. Who is the rugby player who played for the Chiefs for who's on the Chiefs offseason roster? But whoever got that jersey, that's a keepsake forever.
Yeah. Demetrius Smith said, LRZ down, we out. Deuces. We'll see y'all. Hey, nice knowing you guys. Nice knowing you. Appreciate it. And
I think I got interviewed by like a Wales like TV station over there, like a news station, and they were asking me like, do you think he's gonna make the team? And I was like, he's kind of different. I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if he probably makes the practice squad. Then the whole interview was about like what is practice squad in the NFL. So that's what it ended up being. And then he didn't make our practice squad either. So it was a waste of an interview.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know any Welsh jokes, man. I just know that LRZ would have been fine over here. Sorry he had to go all the way down there to Jacksonville with a crappy team. Should have stayed here. It was perfect, man. It was a perfect opportunity for him. Perfect. Come on, Taylor Swift and oh my gosh. Come on, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. What more could you possibly want? What more could you possibly want? So it was good while it lasted, man. It's good while it lasted. Laura Zinzer? So Robert Tonyan, tight end throwing Mahomes today. Who was this guy? Robert Tonyan was a tight end for the Green Bay Packers, who was actually their starter, had a great year for him, like 1 or 2 years, and ended up hurting his knee. That's like, really. I like Robert Tonyan. He was gonna be a really good tight end in this league. Could catch the football, run great routes, big, strong, fast. The knee injury slowed him down a lot, tremendously. But he's a good tight end. He's a really good tight end. Really good tight end. He was kind of like one of my sleepers, a guy that was coming up. He was up and coming. So Green Bay trash. If you loved him at one point, I picked him up on my fantasy for the 1 year, man. He was blowing. I'm telling you.
He was a TD getter.
Yeah. Shoot.
Yeah, Rodgers loved him. I was surprised he didn't go to Green Bay with Rodgers, honestly, or New York with Rodgers.
Man, y'all look him up. Here, look, Robert Tonyan.
So, just for all the NBA fans out there, so Luka is playing his first game in Dallas, and Luka has 45 points in Dallas in his first game against them.
He has what?
45 points against Dallas in his first game playing against Dallas. That is nuts.
So 2020, Robert Tonyan had 52 receptions. Okay. Then he got hurt. 2022 came back, another 53 receptions. So, I mean, that joke when 2020 had 11 touchdowns, 11 tubs, man. That joke was, man, he was all right. The joke was all right, man. So, I think that joke was 30 now. Yep.
Yeah, he's up there. He's been around for a while. I'm actually surprised he's only 30. And apparently Marcedes Lewis, he's not ready to hang up the cleats. He's a free agent still right now. He wants to come back.
Marcedes Lewis?
Yeah, he was on one of the, I think, Colin Coward show like last week. He's a free agent technically, and he trains in Los Angeles. But he was saying he hopes to come back. He wants to go back to Chicago, but he says he's not ready to hang up the cleats yet.
Good for him. He baby, get him, Mercedes. Get him, Mercedes. Get him. Good for him. Get him. Good for him. Keep hitting him over the head, brother. As long as you possibly can do it.
Yeah, I think he says he wants to get to the 20-year marker. He wants that play 20 years in the league.
Who? Where's he at now?
I think it might be 18 or 19. He was drafted in 05. So yeah, this would be year 20 for him. So yes, he does. I think he does want to play to get that.
Good for him, man. That kind of good for him. 285 games in the career. That's tough. Shoot, bravo for him.
And he was a guy who transformed his game. I mean, he was like more of like a pass catching tight end back in like the 05 days. But then as his career evolved, he became more of a kind of the hard nosed kind of blocking tight end.
Yeah. His best year is probably 2008. He had 41 catches. Then he had 58 one year, then 52. And then after that, just went down. I think he hurt himself too. He hurt his G-Pick like JD, like, yeah. You ain't kidding, G-Pick. You ain't kidding. You know, we're like, yeah.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.